Hey, friend. Proportion is one of the most impactful concepts in the art of style. And today I'm going to teach you a shortcut. So, when I built my signature style university process, I worked really hard to put the information in a sequence that would make it easy for women to integrate into how they think about shopping and how they think about making outfits. The reason that I worked so hard, well, there's two. The first reason why I worked so hard on it is because it was really hard for me when I took my training to be a certified personal stylist. I had been reading about this stuff for years and like 10 years. And I was really surprised how much technical there was to learn and how hard it was for me. So I just want to make it easier for you. The other thing is that most people have never learned. We all grow up thinking, we get dressed every day. We should know how to get dressed, but we've really never received any training on how specifically it should be done in a way that supports who we are as a person. So anyway, I was working really hard on what is the best order for this material to be presented in. And I was back and forth about which to teach first. Silhouette, which is a really big deal in picking out clothes. And ultimately, that's why I decided to go with that first. Or proportions. And proportions is a really big deal because most often, if there's something subtly wrong with the outfit, that's what it is. So it's just a really big component of what is going to make a great outfit. So I did also, though, during the course of all this process, come up with a shortcut for proportion. So I'm going to teach that to you now. It's in my first style, the first of the sequence in the Signature Style University, the Essential Signature Style Guide. The shortcut's in there, and also silhouette is in there, but I'm going to teach you the shortcut right now. So here's how to do it. You are going to either take a picture of yourself or just look in the mirror. But if you're just looking in the mirror, you got to be a little bit careful about the angle of your proportion. So you're going to want to get further, like at least 10 feet probably away from the mirror. You want to identify the widest part of your hips, whether it's at the high hip, which is like where you sit a baby, or if it's at the low hip where your thigh connects to your hips. Find the widest part visually. Then you're going to measure from there to the ground, barefoot, I assume. And so then you're going to figure out, is that measurement from the widest part of your hip to the floor, is that less than, equal to, or greater than half of your height? So if the widest part of your hip is closer to the ground than it is to the top of your head, then the top half of you is longer. That's me. That's a lot of people. And here are some techniques to work with that. One, the big one, is to shorten your sleeves. I actually have short enough legs that I love a half sleeve. A lot of people, you'll just find, if it's just barely a little bit, those are the people who just automatically always push their sleeves up, or like to roll their sleeves or whatever. Okay, so shorten your sleeves. Obviously, you can wear platforms or heels. That's going to lengthen the bottom half of you. If you wear pants and or sleeves that are either tapered or pegged, like they get narrower at the wrist or at the ankle, that actually makes your legs look longer. And the other thing you can do is wear shorter jackets. I'm not going to describe anything if it's right in the middle, because just have all the flexibility and wear whatever feels right to you. If your top half is shorter, so from the widest part of your hips to the floor, if that's more than half of your body, then it's kind of the opposite. You wear long sleeves, like wristling sleeves, and you probably feel kind of uncomfortable if your sleeves are too short. Or you can even wear extra long sleeves, like those cute ones with the little thumb holes in them. You can break the line of your leg with any kind of a detail on your pants, or like ankle boots or mid-calf boots. You can wear pants that are wide or flared, and you can wear longer jackets. So, but here's the problem that I ran into. So my silhouette, I'm an hourglass. My silhouette calls for wide-legged pants, and my proportions call for tapered. So I actually run into a lot of people that have that same scenario, and that's why we individualized individualized strategies. So for me, I'm going to tell you what my strategies are. I almost always wear shoes that have a little bit of a platform, especially with wider leg pants. I have a few pairs of shoes that are flat, and I usually only wear those in the summer and with maybe ankle pants that are also tapered. I'm an early adopter for styles that are loose through the thigh and taper at the ankle. So I can kind of have both. It's wide and then it's tapered. And I also like wide and flared pants that are cropped, not short, but just a little above the ankle. So here's your homework. If you, well, obviously the part of the homework is to go through the exercise of figuring out the shortcut and what your proportions are. And then if you don't have enough variety of silhouette and length in the clothes that are in your current wardrobe to try some of these looks and decide what you like, a thrift store is a really good place to find a lot of different things. You can probably find a lot of these shapes at Target right now too. And I know that some thrift stores don't let you try on anymore, but we still have quite a few here that do. And so if that's just too much, just stand in front of the mirror and try pushing up your sleeves and just see what that does visually to your proportions, and whether it makes you look ridiculous because your legs are longer than, your bottom half's longer than your top half, or whether it's like, oh, that's pretty good. Anyway, I hope you have fun with this project, and thanks for being here for Signature Style Systems, and just have fun being you. And I'll be back in about a week.